Hi everybody, I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a video about what I got for Christmas or the holidays. First, a little disclaimer. I got a new camera, or I bought myself a new phone, I should say, for Christmas. And right now I'm filming in 60 frames per second. I tried to practice it a little bit, see how it's going to turn out. So if you guys don't like it, I apologize. Please let me know. Also, I've been having a little trouble lately when I try to upload from my new phone to YouTube. It doesn't work, so I'm having to compress it and put it through the computer and then to YouTube, and it's losing some of its quality. So in any case, I hope you enjoy this. The other thing is, this is not meant in any way to be me bragging or anything. I buy a lot of gifts for a lot of different people at Christmas. I have a large family and a lot of friends, and I also have a cold. And I have friends give me gifts. I have co-workers at work who exchange gifts with me. I exchange gifts with my family, extended family, etc. So if this seems like a lot of stuff, that's because it is. Alright, let's just get started. I've tried to organize this into sort of categories, so I'll announce a category before I show you, and if it's something you don't feel like watching, you can just skip ahead to the parts that you are interested in. So the first thing I'm going to show you just right out of the gate, because I want to get this thing put away correctly. I don't want to bend it. As many of you know, I have a love for Marilyn Monroe, and the picture, which is my icon for my photo on YouTube, is actually a tattoo I have, and that is what the tattoo looks like on my back. It's similar to this. So one thing I got for Christmas was from my boyfriend. He and I were looking on the internet a few weeks ago, and I saw a website which has all kinds of really interesting, sort of different photos and things, and one that I really liked was this Marilyn Monroe. And I'm not sure who it's by, but this particular artist on this website had a few other photos which I really liked. I'm also a little further away from the camera than I usually am, so I hope you can still hear me okay. Okay, another artist who I really enjoyed their work on this website. It wasn't on Etsy. I can't remember what website it was, but they had a lot of photos or images which were done in this style. This one, as you can see, is of Dobby from Harry Potter. It goes this way, but lay that like that, maybe you can see it better. It's an artist who I have a skin for my computer. Back when there was a website called Skins, it's now called something else. This artist uses almost exclusively this style of color and paint and everything, and I have a giant piece that's got like a cat and stuff on it on the back of my computer, so I saw a whole series of their art, and the ones that I really liked were, they had a series of Disney characters. It was like all the Disney princesses and Tinkerbell, and I was hoping I'll still probably do it, but to collect those and then frame them, and I could just have all of those on the wall. But my boyfriend picked out, he still did a good job. I still really like them. Dobby and turn it on its side. Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas. And his dog. So, I was very excited about that. We're gonna get them framed. And let me just, I would put them back in the plastic right now, except it's kind of a hard task because one part of the plastic is sticky and I don't want to get the photos sticky, so let me just, I'll set them over there. Okay. The next thing is, this next part is going to be for clothing related items, jewelry, and purses. Now, one of the first videos I think I made whenever I started making these was a Christmas haul video that I filmed at my sister's godmother's house. My sister and I have different godparents. Her godmother is one of my mom's best friends, and she happens to have a little bit of money, and she's very generous with who she spends it on. And so around Christmas time, some of the, I don't know how to phrase this, generally speaking, I get one pretty high-end gift, as you can see, which comes from my sister's godmother. So let me just stop sounding like an idiot and show it to you. This time, comes with a little card. You can send a message, which is inside, but I won't show you that. This is a Coach bag. I don't typically, have never purchased something like this for myself. This is usually a type of thing I get from her. I don't know if I'll be able to show you the whole thing. It's a black bag. It's got a lot of hardware on it, as you can see. It's pretty large. I have a lot of things I like to carry around with me. I wonder if I can maybe adjust the camera for a minute to show you. Let me just try to do that. Hopefully it won't fall off of the tripod. Okay. You probably can't see, but over there there's a, we bought one of those little hydroponic things that grows basil and different kinds of herbs. That's what that light is. Okay. That's better. Okay, it's got a lot of hardware and things on it. Thinner straps, but it's a pretty heavy bag. The inside has a nice little keychain or a little hook for your keys, which I'm very excited about. Also a snap pocket. I know it's pretty dark in here right now, which is quite big. And on the other side, there's more zippers. What's in here? guess this is just, says that this one is called, this is care instructions, and this is the brand, or the, I guess the type or name of whatever this bag is called. So it's got a lot of room in here for me to put things. This is actually not straight silver color as it probably looks to you guys. It's actually sort of a brassy color, but the outside has silver on it. And let's see, this is in, if you're interested, this one is black. This is what it's called. This is the exact purse if you feel like you like it or you want to look it up. So again, this is not something I need or asked for, but it's very nice to have and I really appreciate it. So this will definitely be something that I use a lot. Let me put that away. Another good thing about my new phone is I went ahead and bought a little bit of extra storage because I found that with my last phone I was running out of space when I was trying to film, which is another reason I was so horrible about, or I guess still am, so lazy about filming. The next section that I'm going to start right now, and let me readjust the camera back. Okay, this is going to be makeup. You can probably actually, this might be a little bit better. This section is going to be makeup and yeah, makeup. Okay. So the first thing is this Bare Minerals face powder. This one, let's see if I can get it to focus. Just bear with me, guys. Nope. Okay, this one is in the color Fair in C10. I've never tried Bare Minerals before. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I have a friend who got married recently, and I did her wedding makeup, and I myself personally don't use foundation. I use concealer and the pressed powders and loose powders, but I don't use a foundation. So when she asked me to do her makeup, I was really happy to know that she also uses a powder. She uses Bare Minerals, so all the practice runs that we did was with her Bare Minerals, and it looked awesome on her skin, and it's a lot faster and easier to put on than some of the ways that I typically get ready. So I thought I would like to try some. This one is in matte finish because I don't need any extra shine. It's in the size 6 grams or 0.21 ounces, and it has a broad spectrum SPF 15. I got the lightest color because I think the color my friend used was like 1 or 2 shades darker than this, and her skin is much darker than mine, so I knew that I needed the lightest one. What I really like about this, it's a little messy right now because I've tried it out, but it comes with, it's got this wheel inside, which right now I'm going to get my fingers so dirty, so maybe I won't show you that. Oh, here we go. You can twist it to close it, which I obviously actually didn't. That's why it got everywhere. But that's really convenient because I use Clinique loose powder right now, and it doesn't have something like that, so it sort of spills all out in the lid and you get it all over yourself. That's the refrigerator you hear. So I got that. So with it, I'm going to cover the shiny part for obvious reasons. It's dirty, as you can see. To go with it, I got the full flawless face brush. So far, I have to say, it did look good on my skin, but it didn't quite give me the same coverage that my friend got when I used it on her. I think she did have a smaller brush than I had, and I'm not sure I asked for the right brush, but it was good. It's probably not something I'd use every day. It's probably more like a day like today on the weekend if I need to go out really quickly and do something and I don't want to, I can't even be bothered to put on like a tinted moisturizer. That might be really nice to put on really quickly, so at least my skin looks even and smooth. So it does actually look very nice, but I found that I was having to use a lot of it, and it doesn't conceal very much. So yeah, but it's a good product. I'll keep using it, but probably just not for every day. What else? Okay, so prepare yourself for excitement, because I know I was very excited. Another thing I have really wanted is the Real Techniques. Well, not just girls, but boys too. Real Techniques is brushes made by Nick Chapman and Samantha Chapman. They are who we know on YouTube. We know them as Pixie Woo. These are their line of makeup brushes, and they use them in a lot of their videos. I have wanted some for a long time, but unfortunately the specific brushes that I want usually can't be bought in singles, and if they can, it's from a UK website, and at Ulta you have to buy them in a set. So I got this one, which is the setting brush. I've seen them use this a lot under their eyes, like to put setting powder underneath, or even for cheek contour or some highlight on your cheeks. So this is awesome. Might have been my boyfriend got me that. My mom and my boyfriend get together and talk about the things that they know I want or have mentioned, and they decide like who's gonna get what. The next thing is another Real Techniques brush. Here's Nick and Sam. That's Sam, that's Nick. This one is quite a big brush. I like them because you can stand them up like that. They have a flat base. So if you're somewhere where it's not sanitary to lay your brush down, or you don't have something to put it on, you can just stand it up. This one is the blush brush. High definition results, and you can also go see online tutorials for how to use their brushes. This one I've used as well, as you can see. It's very soft. And it works really nicely. It's tapered, and so you're not putting a ton of blush on your cheeks. You're really just getting what's around in the tip in this area. So I've been wanting that. Excuse me. The next thing is the Naked 3 by Urban Decay. Last year, or by now, I don't know, maybe it was the year before, I got the Naked 2. Actually, whichever one is the felt one that is fuzzy. I think it's just the Naked palette. And I have seen this Naked 3 for a while. Let me open it this way because it has a pretty bright mirror. How should I do this? I'll just show it to you like this. Okay. It's got a lot of nice colors. It's got some, let's see, it's got like Dark Side in there, Mugshot, which is a pretty popular color. So far I've used this, this. I've pretty much used all of them by now because I got this on Christmas. And we traveled. I only got back the day before I went back to work. So I had a good chance to only use this palette on my trip. And it's awesome. It's exactly what I had hoped for. This is a lot of neutral colors and colors you can use to do a smoky eye. I also really like, let me see if I can get it out, the Urban Decay brushes that come with their palettes. Some palettes come with sort of really cheap, crappy brushes, and I always find that their brushes are really nice because this one's a little fluffier, this side. It's stiff, but it's a little fluffier, so you can pick up more product, as you can see. And this side is a little more stiff and flat, so you can spread a lot of color. Also, Urban Decay is great because their shadows are super pigmented and nice quality. This is going to be loud. Okay. Oh, you know what? I lied. I totally skipped over the rest of the clothes I have sitting next to me. I'm really sorry. I forgot they were there. Well, let me finish with the makeup and then I'll show you. Last year, I got this Urban Decay, I'm not sure what you call this. It's like just a tin. This has a mirror too, but there's a big mirror on the inside right there. So let me just bend it down. And inside, you can customize your own palette. So the way that the Urban Decay makes their eyeshadows now, they can pop out of their original packaging. So if you get one that looks like this, which they all look like this now, the older ones didn't used to do this, so I have a couple that won't work for this, unfortunately. But the newer ones, this one is the color Diamond Dog. This is also the color Diamond Dog, but I accidentally got another one. You can just put your finger here, and if you're careful and you cover the top, you can usually just pop it out like that. So you can keep this, you could throw it away. I keep them because sometimes I don't want the same. I'm not going to do it because they're a little hard to get out, but there's these little grooves on the side and they fit into these grooves, and then you twist them, they lock in place, and then it has a little latch here where you can pop it back out, so you can customize your own palette. And if you don't want it in there, you can put it back in its package. So that one is Diamond Dog. Let me show it to you. It's a really, oh, come on and focus. Okay, whatever. It's a really nice, shimmery, sort of purpley brown color. I don't know why I just got it from there. I should have just taken it from there, whatever. Okay, and then this one, which I really have wanted for a while. There we go. This one is Zodiac, and it's this amazing green color. But it's not just green, it's like, oh, look at that. It's a purple, green, sort of brown. And I learned about it because I think Urban Decay maybe had like a sale or something, some reason I was on their website. And the cover image of one of the shadows had this girl, and she was wearing something that was like Moondog with the Zodiac over the top, and then I think they had wet it a little bit, so it kind of gave an effect like if you had the colors of gasoline on your eyes, and it just looks so good. So really happy about that. I have a post here next to me which is off balance, so I apologize. And I have some more Real Techniques brushes. I was really just interested in this contour brush, which you cannot unfortunately get by itself. Or if you can, I don't know about it. Sorry. That's really the one I was interested in, but to get it, I believe you have to buy this whole set. But it is a nice set. It comes with a travel kit. This is Velcro. It pulls apart like this, and you can close it, fasten it, and they have elastic. There's room for even like 3 more brushes in here if you wanted them. It comes with this brush, which is a buffing brush for, it says full coverage application of powder and mineral foundation. I see them using this in their videos when they're buffing in like liquid foundation, which I don't use, but I could still use this. I could find use for it. This little one is a detailer brush, precision cuts to effortlessly conceal, what does that say? Problem areas, or use with lipstick for long-lasting shape and definition. So you could apply lipsticks and lip liners with this. This one is a pointed foundation brush for liquid foundation to build custom coverage. So you could use this like under your eyes even if you wanted. And this is the one. This is what I've been wanting. This is a contour brush. It says delicately applies highlight to contour or create sheer, soft focus finish. I have seen them use this brush I don't know how many times, and I always want it. And I guess the only way to have it is to buy this kit. So here it is. It also can stand up, as many of their brushes do. And I don't know what else I can tell you about this. I'm really excited to have it. I apologize for my horrible nails. I've had these fake ones on for like a week now. And they're starting to get past the point of looking cute. The next thing is this. Now, the brushes and all the things you see here are things I already own and you've probably seen me talk about or use in other videos. I've done some makeup videos back in the day. For those of you who've been watching my videos for a while, you probably saw it. If you haven't, then no harm done. This is a rubbery, all these little bits in here are rubbery. It can come out as well, but I'm not going to show you because it'll make a lot of noise, but you can see this part comes out. So I guess, I'm not sure if it's deep enough to store things, but anyway, my sister gave me this. This is for to hold brushes. I already have a thing in my room which I made to hold brushes. I have these like glass containers that have things in them to hold brushes inside. But this has been really useful, like when I'm getting ready in the morning, I just put all the things that I need inside of here, and then I can just grab them really fast and put them back instead of rummaging through a bag or laying them on the counter. So I really, really have liked this. I'd say it's probably, it's at least 7 inches wide, or long, I should say. This is awesome. And it's really easy to clean as well. It's the nice thing. You could just rinse it out and then put it on a drying rack and let it dry. So, really happy about that. The last thing I have related to makeup, make a little sound with it, see if you can guess. Our China Glaze nail polishes. Excuse me. Right after Christmas, or Thanksgiving, I was doing some online shopping, and Ulta was having a buy two get one free. I think I told you guys that in the previous video. All the colors you see, I bought the same colors for my sister as a Christmas gift, but with one additional color that I did not buy her. I did not buy her this color. My sister is a nurse, and they are not allowed to wear nail polish and things on their fingernails. But she's in school right now, and she's in sort of an off period, so she can paint her nails. So I thought that would be nice. So the first one I got, let's see if I can. It's this really shimmery China Glaze, which is called Ultraviolet. And that's kind of funny because China Glaze is China Glaze. It's not made by Ulta, but anyway, it's not just a clear coat with sparkle in it. It's sort of like a tinted clear coat. So the clear part is actually sort of has a really, really faint, light, purplish pink color to it. One coat of this applied over something like this, or something like this, or even, I've done it with this one, just one light coat will have sort of the effect like my nails, like just a little sparkle over the top, and you can still see the color. If you apply more than one, it sort of becomes like this is its own color. So if you wanted like an accent nail, which is just sparkle, this would be good for that. That's actually why I bought it. It's got blue and purple and silver and pink flecks inside. Then the next color I really liked was, this is called At Vase Value. It's number 1299. It's a sort of mint green but blue, if that makes sense. I don't know if robin's eggs are this color, maybe they are, but it's like a minty blue. Because I was really feeling mint and pink purple colors, and it's a matte color. This one this doesn't even do it justice. It's a little lighter in person than you can tell right here. This one's called Lotus Begin, number 1297. And it's a really soft, light, sort of whitey, pinky color. Well, I shouldn't say pink. It's like a super faint purple, very, very light purple. That's matte as well. This is even lighter, so this is more white-ish pink. This is like if you've ever been into art class and you took a bunch of pink color and you just squeezed a ton of white into it and mixed it up, this is what you'd be left with. So it's not quite white and it's not quite pink. It's somewhere like a faint hint of pink. These two together are really nice. And the last one is this light matte purple color, and it's called What a Pansy, number 1298. So, I will say, oh my gosh, we have a beer fridge over there, and that's what you hear, so I apologize. This one, I bought one for my sister. Let me see if I can just show you this without it going everywhere. No, maybe it wasn't this one. One of these pink ones came. It was this one. When it got here, you see all this stuff around the rim right there? It had like leaked or cracked or something, so that when I opened this, there was polish coming out all around the top, and I had to clean it off, and I thought, well, I can't give that to my sister. But then that meant that I was stuck with that one. So I emailed Ulta about it, and I didn't hear back from them for a while, which is a little unusual. And when we got it all sorted out, they were going to send me another one, and it never came. So I waited during Christmas. I had a neighbor come and check on my mail, and nothing ever came, and they told me that, well, actually, they just refunded the money instead. Which is fine, but it would have been nice to, have a new one. And also I find that this one's really watery, and it's missing polish because I weighed them, and this one's like this much empty. Anyway, I really like these. China Glaze is my favorite polish. The only problem is a couple of them, it's a little inconsistent. Some colors, like this one, I can just swipe on one coat and it's perfectly covered and I don't need another coat. And so another color like this is a little waterier, and so I have to do a few coats. But besides that, all China Glaze polishes that I've ever used are amazing. They look amazing. They don't bubble like some cheaper ones do. You just have to wait long enough in between coats before you reapply another one, or else you don't give it time to dry and it will bubble. So I was really excited to have these. Okay, now back to clothing. So I showed you the purse. The next thing I'm going to show you is I think this one is a scarf, which my mom got me. This is called Pretty Persuasion, and it's a gray and black and blue scarf. I'm not gonna open it, but I'll just sort of show you what it looks like up close. It's extremely soft, and it's really big. It's like, it's much bigger than a regular scarf. And the idea is that not only can you wear it like a scarf, but you can also, it's one of those things like you can throw over your shoulder and wrap it and pin it around your neck. So it can be fancy, like if you go to, I don't know, like an event, a nice event, which I do occasionally have to go to those. If you didn't even have something fancy to wear, you could pin this a specific way and it would look almost like a dress or like a fancy, I don't know, guys, coat. Okay, let's go with that, coat. Anyway, I tried it out at home and she showed me how to use it and it looks really nice. Also, the blue color, not bragging, but you know what looks good with your own body and your own skin type and hair type, and I have red hair and blue looks really nice with red hair. So that was really nice of her. Give me that. Next, I have another sort of a sweater-ish thing for my mom. This one is made of this really nice fluffy material. I don't even know what this is made of, but it's dark purple. And basically what this is like a long sweater, long sleeve sweater with no buttons, and it's meant to be worn. You could wear it as a regular item of clothing, but probably what I'll do and what my mom says she uses it for is like wearing it around the house. So instead of like a robe or a sweater, you can just wear this because it's almost like wearing a blanket and a sweater, but it's nicer than a Snuggie. So it's actually a sweater, but it's just longer and thicker and heavier, and doesn't button in the front, so you can wrap it around yourself if you're really cold. Someone may be here. Hold on. Okay. Do you guys ever have that horrifying moment when you think somebody's gonna walk in and see you filming this? I'm having that right now. I hope no one comes in here. Okay. The next thing is from my boyfriend's mom. I've chosen 3 to show you rather than the 30 pairs that she gave me. I think she got these at Walmart. She got me a lot of socks. This pair has Betty Boop. It says Kiss for Luck. These are pink, but I also have them in like purple and blue and green, pretty much every color. These, which also come in blue and different colors. And yes, if you're wondering, I have been wearing these. I've been wearing them under my clothes to work. I have these with lips. These also I have in like a white and a red and a pink and a blue. So that just gives you an idea. She gave me a lot of socks, which I love them though. And also from his mom, the original package it came in, I don't have with me right now, but she gave me a lot of little earrings, like these, which are a light blue color. I've been wearing. I have a lot of holes in my ears. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I do. And then these, which are kind of cool, they're pearl or imitation pearl earrings, but they're not a perfect circle. They're sort of like if you made a bead of a circle and you mashed on it. So it's a little more flat, like button shape. And these, which I've been wearing a lot, these are just sort of a clear, clear stone. I'm not a really big diamondy looking jewelry type of a person, but I really like things that look like gemstones, like those blue and green And this is cool. I like the clear. And the last one is red. Just red, sort of like a ruby looking stone. These are also nice because some earrings really irritate my ears. I don't know what these are made of, but I can tell that they're a little nicer than, like if you went into a Claire's or somewhere and bought some studs, because these don't irritate my ears like those kinds of earrings usually would. So I really appreciated that. And I have a lot of holes in my ears to choose from, so they'll probably look good in all of them. And the last item of clothing are these slippers from my boyfriend's mom. These are, oh my gosh, this post is going to drive me insane. Okay. These are called Old Friend, and this is in the size 6.5 to 7.5. My shoe size is 7.5 or 8, but I do also kind of have a wide foot, so these are a little snug. They do fit, and my foot doesn't hang off the back, but if they were any smaller, they would not fit my feet. But they feel really nice, and I've tried to be really careful about not getting them dirty. So like if I've stepped on the ground with my bare feet, I won't put my feet back in here, because I had some white slippers once that I got really dirty. So I take care of them. Okay, now I'm going to move on to food related gifts. My mom gave me this book. It's called Cook's Illustrated Cookbook, 2,000 Recipes from 20 Years of America's Most Trusted Food Magazine. I know that my mom has this book, and I really like it because it's a nice quality cookbook. It's a cookbook you could have for your whole life. And it's also got really, really nice recipes, and then there's some pages like this one where, let's see, for example, this is about cinnamon buns, and it shows you a step-by-step of what it looks like and how to make it. Not on every page, but on some pages, like this one's a tart one. So basically any recipe you could ever hope to make, a basic recipe that you need to know just for life, like a pie or whatever, you can learn the basics, and you can also learn how to cook fancy things. And you can't see it, but behind me I have an entire 2 shelves of my bookshelf that are cookbooks, different cookbooks. So I've pretty much eliminated any need I have to like browse online for recipes. That can be good, but I really enjoy having a book I can touch and a recipe inside, and I can write on the pages. I can, put tabs on the pages. And she also gave me a little packet of these cool cookbook tabs that you can label. I'll have to show you guys sometime, but you can label the different sections of your cookbook. So I really am excited about that. And she gave my boyfriend one that's like, I think it's called The Science of Cooking or something, because he's really into that. So, and it's very heavy. Okay, and one other thing from cooking. If any of you know about Le Creuset, they're like a high-end cookware store. This is a chopstick, well, I guess resting mat or something is what you could call it, but I have a set of pretty nice sushi serving like sushi plates and chopsticks and sushi serving equipment, you could say, that my boyfriend bought me for, I think, my birthday one time, and they're ceramic like this. And so my mom bought him some Le Creuset stuff, and she also got me just these little, you set them on the table, and then if I have chopsticks, which I do, to go with that sushi kit, you can lay them right here inside, and they'll rest in here instead of on the tablecloth. So if you're in the middle of eating but you want to talk, you can set them down and they won't get anything dirty. And they come in different rainbow colors. We got a red, an orange, a blue, purple, green. That's what they look like on the bottom. This is the top. Okay. That's it for cooking. Now I'm going to move on to smells, things that smell. This is from my boyfriend's mother. I'm not sure where she got this, but I know that the things that come with them are from Walmart. This is a diffuser that you can plug into the wall, or an oil burner, I guess. I already have some wax in here, which is melted and cooled. That's why it looks that way. Right now, this one is scented like vanilla caramel spice, and I have this in the bathroom. And what I like about it, they had these all over his mom's house in all the different rooms, and it smelled so good. But this rotates, this part, so if you have sort of a tricky place that you're trying to arrange this on your wall, you can still sit it upright, but if you have a plug that's in a not correct shape, or you can't sit it upright, you can turn the plug to be able to sit it in upright, if that makes any sense at all. You just want to be careful and not leave it on too long, because it's not good to do that. You can buy, the manufacturer label told me that I should buy the cubes that come for this, that are made by the same company, but my boyfriend's mom gave me 3 different ones. She gave me, this one's like, well, I don't want to take it all out of the package. This one's like a vanilla clean, it's like a vanilla, but a clean laundry sort of a smell, and I used one of those in the bathroom, as you can see, and they last for a pretty long time. Each cube lasts a really long time. And the one I'm using now is vanilla caramel spice, and it smells really nice. And I figured out the other one I have. Wow, sorry guys. The other one is in the smell sweet pea. And what I figured out is that my boyfriend's sister was she was taking a knife and trying to cut out the cubes. And what I figured out is if you just turn it over, well, let's see if I can get it out. Okay, if you just turn it over like this, you can just break off a cube, and it will just come off like this. That's probably what they intended. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. So yeah, she could have saved herself a lot of trouble. I figured it out after I tried it with a knife, and I realized that the knife wasn't going to work, so, well, it'll go back in. There we go. But this is a really nice gift because I love smells and things, and I love my house to smell really nice. And these will last forever. You can get I don't know about the actual thing that plugs into the wall, but at least the cubes, you can buy them at Walmart. They're like $1 or $2 each or something. Okay. And next thing related to smell is this giant candle. This one is by Milk House Creamery. It's called Sticky Buns, and it's a soy and beeswax candle. Pure soy and beeswax. My mom has this candle at her house, and the last time I was at her house, I walked in and I immediately asked her what the smell was, and it doesn't just smell like sticky buns, like sweet and vanilla. It's sort of more complex. I don't even really know how to explain it, but I told her that it smelled like everything I would ever want in a candle in one candle. So I guess she remembered that, and so she got me one. It's pretty heavy. It's a substantial size candle. And as you can see, I've already used it a few times, but it very quickly makes your whole house smell amazing. And if you like sweeter smells or sort of more like a dark vanilla sort of a candle, this would be awesome because it smells so good. Okay. The next thing I'm going to show you, this is just random. And yes, if you guys are wondering, that is my name. There you go. Merry Christmas. It's a Amazon gift card. That's all it is, Amazon gift card. The next thing is a book. This is by Augustin Burroughs. It's called You Better Not Cry, Stories for Christmas. Augustin Burroughs is one of my favorite authors. He's a pretty funny guy. Most of his writing is comedy. And if you've never heard of him before, he did Running with Scissors. That was Augustin Burroughs. And it's just sort of funny. It's dark, but funny things about his own life. So like in Running with Scissors, he talks a lot about his childhood and his mom and pretty deep, dark things that have happened to him, but he's very lighthearted about it, and it's just, he really makes me laugh because his sense of humor is very similar to my own. So that was from my boyfriend. And the next book by an author, this is my other favorite, is David Sedaris. David Sedaris also writes comedy. This one's his newest one that's called Let's Explore Diabetes with Owls. These are essays and other things. I have yet to start reading about this one, but he writes in a very similar style as Augustin Burroughs. They both men are gay and have very similar sort of stories to tell about their families and like their upbringings and experiences they had related to them being gay and sort of the way that their family accepted them, and so it's, I don't know, it's kind of dark and at times, but it's just really funny the way that they explain it. So they're the two of my favorites. So I got these books. The next section, and this is the last section of things I'm going to show you, is related to movies and film. So right now I'm filming this. I'm using a tripod, which my boyfriend got me. So obviously I can't show it to you, but it came in this packet. And it looks like this. It's got beads. It's sort of beaded at the bottom. They bend, and it's blue and black. And it's just a camera mount to be able to film with, because I was getting tired of having to hold the camera, and I'm sure you guys got tired of that too. This one is in the model MG2TRI. Mobile grip, 2 universal smartphone holder with flexible mini tripod. It's for smartphones, tablets, cameras, fitness, and lifestyle. I really like it. It works. It does the job. The only problem is in the directions. So it comes with all, this is what it looks like. And it comes with these pieces and the camera. This part retracts and you can put the camera inside. There's 2 sets of instructions. You can, or 3 I guess. You can use it with a digital camera. This is for using it if you use the universal holder. And this is if you use it with the ball adapter and the universal holder. So I wanted to only use it this way, because if you're just wanting to real quick make a video, you can screw in this piece and just go. Or, which is the way I'm doing it now, you can, there's a few extra steps. You have to screw in a few more things, but it can swivel and rotate and all that, which is nice. But this piece right here does not do that. There's no possible way to screw that piece into the mounting bolt. And I tried, and my boyfriend looked at it, and it's just not made to screw into the mounting bolt. There's not an attachment or an opening on it which would make it able to screw on. So I'm a little disappointed about that, but the good news is that you can use it this way, and that's how I'm using it now. So very happy to have this. And then without planning or speaking to each other, my sister and my boyfriend managed to get me the same thing. Except the one she got me looks a little different. It comes in this pouch. It has a retractable piece as well. And the base looks like this. And you can bend it and adjust it. So it just has 2 pieces and it screws in. The one I'm using right now looks similar to this one, but whereas this one is like plastic and rubbery, the other one is more, the one I'm using right now is sort of a smooth, fabricy, rubbery texture. It's not so much plasticky feeling. So I guess I will never need to buy a candle now. Still watching this video, I applaud you, because I think this may be one of the longest videos I've ever made. Okay, moving on to movies. I got the Alfred Hitchcock limited edition, the Essentials collection. It has some of my favorite movies: Rear Window, Vertigo, North by Northwest, Psycho, and The Birds. I'm a big Hitchcock fan. And somehow I don't have these movies. Like, I've seen them all individually a lot of times, but I don't actually own any of them. So I believe my mom gave me this. It says digitally restored from high-resolution film elements, 5 classics from the master of suspense, over 15 hours of bonus features including documentaries, expert commentaries, interviews, screen tests, storyboards, and much more. That's really cool. That's really cool. And then it gives you a little synopsis of each one. Next, this one's for my boyfriend. I have the Mel Brooks collection. If you don't know who Mel Brooks is, I suggest you go look him up. He's a funny guy. This says, 9 of Mel Brooks's best films on Blu-ray. It's got The 12 Chairs, Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, Silent Movie, High Anxiety, History of the World Part 1, To Be or Not to Be, Spaceballs, and Robin Hood Men in Tights. 7 featurettes plus 6 Blu-ray extensive featurettes, 4 trivia tracks, 5 isolated score tracks, plus commentaries, interviews, documentaries, still galleries, and more on selected films. Wow. That's pretty cool. Next, one of my favorite movies, just because of visually how it looks, is Ratatouille. I have Ratatouille just on DVD, and I've watched it a lot of times, but my boyfriend recently got himself a Blu-ray player, so he got me Ratatouille on Blu-ray. So I suspect that that's going to look really nice. Another favorite movie of mine is Some Like It Hot. That's with Marilyn Monroe, right here. Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon. Tony Curtis is Jamie Lee Curtis's dad. He's her dad, sorry. It's not in color, it's in black and white. They could have filmed this movie in color, but they chose to film it in black and white. I read in a documentary book about her that it was because Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis had to have so much makeup applied that it looked really cakey and sort of like drag queen, so they made it a black and white, so it didn't look so harsh, their makeup. You couldn't tell that they were wearing so much makeup. Wow, I'm starting to run out of words, guys. This has been a long video. Okay, so this is one of my favorite movies, and I don't own it. I've just seen it a lot of times. But then, so this was from my boyfriend also. This is on Blu-ray. My mom gave me, let me show you this first. This one's called Forever Marilyn. 7-disc set, including 5 films, new to Blu-ray. It's Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, How to Marry a Millionaire, River of No Return, There's No Business Like Show Business, The 7-Year Itch, Some Like It Not, and The Misfits. I've seen and love all of these movies, but again, I don't own any of them until now. Now I have Some Like It Hot here and over here. My mom also got me a movie I've never heard of. It's called Love, Marilyn. Features F. Murray Abraham, Elizabeth Banks, Adrian Brody, Ellen Burstyn, Glenn Close, Hope Davis, Viola Davis, Jennifer, I don't know how to say that, Ben Foster, Paul Giamatti, Jack Huston, Stephen Lang, Lindsay Lohan, Janet McTeer, Jeremy Piven, Oliver Platt, David, I don't know how to say that either, Lily Taylor, Uma Thurman, Marissa Tomei, and Evan Rachel Wood. It's a miracle of a documentary that lets us see who Marilyn Monroe really was. And I think this is similar to, if you've ever seen I'm Not There, or which is it? I'm Not There. Well, the Bob Dylan movie, where Cate Blanchett and a bunch of different actors are portraying Bob Dylan in the same movie. I think that's similar to what this is like. It's, let's see. Let me read about it for a second. It says, these documents brought to life, so what documents? Of her close confidants, brought to life in this film by some of our contemporary icons and stars, give us a new and revelatory understanding of Marilyn Monroe, revealing her carefully guarded inner life. The actors and actresses in love Marilyn are able to interpret her words for us, their own experiences, deepening our understanding of Monroe's own. Cool. So that'll be nice to watch. That sounds entertaining. And the last thing, probably the most exciting thing that I got. This is the lid. I'll show you the lid. I don't know if another person exists who loves the Carol Burnett show as much as I do, but if it does exist, I would love to meet you and speak with you about Carol Burnett. When I was younger and I was getting ready for school in the morning, there would always be a show on called Mama's Family. So I started watching it, and Carol Burnett was a character on Mama's Family. She played Eunice, who was Mama's daughter, and she was a real rough character. She just had this bad life, and she had a husband who drank, and, all that. But she was a really funny lady, and my favorite character, and the reason I loved watching the show. And it wasn't until, I don't know how many years later, that I figured out, more about Carol Burnett. And then I learned about the Carol Burnett show. And to this day, I have tried to find, online, where can you watch the Carol Burnett show? What, can you download it? Can you buy it? And the only solution is that you have to buy this box set from their website. There's an infomercial which comes on TV a lot. So here's Mama, here's Eunice. And I literally watch the infomercial as if it's the show. So my roommate, my boyfriend think I'm insane because I'll just watch the infomercial for a good hour sometimes just to laugh at the different clips that they show, because I could never get my hands on a full episode until now. So this is a book which has come with the box set. It just tells about some of the different characters in the Carol Burnett show and who the actors are and all that. And then the Holy Grail. It comes with a little string. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies of the Carol Burnett show. The first one, the bottom one, is exclusive bonus features. The second one is exclusive bonus features, which I love stuff like that because it just gives you more knowledge, I guess, about your favorite actors and things and how they must have been in real life. This one is Carol's favorites. Let's see. This is a 6 DVD set with 16 uncut episodes as they appeared on the show, including some of the more famous ones like Went with the Wind. That's when she comes down the stairs with Scarlett O'Hara and she's wearing the drapes. Guest stars like Betty White, Steve Martin, Carl Reiner, Joan Rivers, Jackson 5. I have opened that one, as you can see, and I watched some of that already. This one is the Carol Burnett show one more time. That is 6 DVD set with 17 episodes with classic sketches and cast reunion. And then the Carol Burnett show, This Time Together. That has 6 DVD set with 17 uncut episodes as they originally aired. Classic sketches and 2 hours of exclusive bonus features. So yeah, I'm very, very happy about that. So now, if you've made it this far, and I hope you have, either you're asleep, which is what I hope for every time, or you just can't wait to turn off your computer and go to sleep, or maybe you are ready for me to stop talking. But in any case, that's all I have to show you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions about any of these things, or where you can get them, or how much they cost, or anything like that, feel free to ask me. And I want to